My name is Joshua Vickery. I am the CEO and co-founder of the Harversters Group Automotive Internet Marketing Company. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself here in just a second, but what you're about to see is information and data that we have never released to the public. And the reason we've never released it to the public is because we know for certain we are the only ones in the automotive industry who have this information. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm telling you the truth. So we're very particular about what we do. I know there's a lot of folks who've been wanting us to release something like this, so I'm throwing it out there real quick, just to let you know more about the foundation of who we are as a company and kind of just our entire foundation of what we're about. I am an expert automotive copywriter, SEO specialist, email marketing specialist, online marketing specialist, and probably most importantly, with what you're about to see here, I am a web page optimization lead generation architect. And I know that's a big word, but it is what it is. I'm definitely not bragging. We're so humble and have been humbled at the success that we've had. We just had a awesome publication by the most prestigious copywriting company in the country. Just singing praises to our success we've had with our clients, and like I said, we're humbled by that, but we're excited to help and share this information. We are for the dealership. We're kind of by the dealership for the dealership. We have over 30 years experience inside the dealership as general managers, sales managers, spinning deals, selling cars, working in the service department, and even the BDC department. We are for your dealership. And well, how many companies have ever come to you saying, hey, we'd like to help, and the first thing we want to do is to immediately cut $10,000 to $20,000 a month from your ad spending budget? So to answer the question, yeah, can you really do that instantly? Absolutely. You absolutely can, and I'm about to show you how. But first, let me ask you a quick question, actually two quick questions. Number one, when it comes to the leads that you get, would you say it's easier to sell a lead that has come directly through your dealership's website, or sell a third-party lead that comes into your CRM? Just answer yes or no to yourself out loud right now. Is it easier to sell a lead, through your website or a third-party lead? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Matter of fact, the analytics data show it's exponentially easier when someone comes through, when you get that lead, whether it's an email or phone call, but when you get that lead through your website, it's exponentially a lot better odds that you're going to sell that lead. Here's my other question then. With that being the case, why then is your dealership spending $10,000, $15,000, $25,000, $30,000 a month on third-party leads? Well, of course, your answer is, well, we're trying to get leads, and yes, all leads are good, without a doubt. But what you're about to see is both how and why you're going to be able to cut your ad spend budget thousands upon thousands of dollars instantly. This is one of our clients, and what I'm showing you is quarter over quarter data analytics. It's easy to understand, from April to June 2018, and that's when we actually began with our client this year in 2018. And I'll just go right here. This is the total website visits. And this includes organic, it includes referral, third-party, direct. This is all of them. We started with this with our client in April 5th to be exact. And this is what I'm showing the data. And as you look here, it shows this is website visitors. February, March, it depleted, and actually ever since we started, their website visitors have gone way down. Now, something that you need to know about our client here, number one, he has 2 rooftops and he has 3 websites. And we knew that was going to be a challenge because everything we do, we're going to adhere to Google best practices. And so there's a whole lot of stuff that goes into that, but we knew this was going to kind of be a challenge. But that's great. When we're challenged, we just work that much harder for our clients. But at first glance, you sit here. So this is one of his 3 websites. But you sit here and you think, well, you guys aren't doing a very good job. And when you look at the analytics up here, look at all the red arrows. And you sit there and, I mean, almost 35% less website visitors the quarter that we took over compared to the first quarter. Page views down almost 20%. VDP views down 14.1%. So like I said, when at first glance you're sitting there saying, boy, you guys aren't doing seem to not be doing a very good job. Now, here's why we think that. We think that because when it comes to all of this data and from your website and things like that, when our third-party representatives come in, the only thing that they really talk about is website impressions or how many visitors they sent to our website or VDP or page views or whatever. And I'm not bagging on them. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to defend them. And the reason that's all they talk about is because that's all the information they have. However, you and I both know that all of this stuff right here, is it really important to the dealership? Well, yes and no. But for our purposes and what we're looking at and what we're talking about here, that what's most important to your dealership is sales, is customer relation, is customer service, is customer satisfaction. That's what's most important. But if we're not selling cars, we're not in business. So when you look at this, like I said, yeah, it appears, yeah, we're not doing very well. But this isn't what's most important to your dealership. Neither is it what's most important to my client. But this is. This is actually, it's incredible and exciting all in the same time. 129% more email leads quarter over quarter. 13.6% more phone calls. It's all about conversion. It's all, and by the way, this is coming through my client's website. This isn't coming from a third party. It's coming through his website. 52.3% increase in visit conversion rate. 68.7% in visitor conversion rate. Even though there were 35%, 2,000 less visitors quarter over quarter, which basically just tells you a lot about the market. But my client's leads through his website were exponentially increased. And when you look at it from the graph, it's just beautiful. You go down to emails. I mean, it's incredible to see December you had 13, 36, 29, and then when we took over in April, we jumped it to 40. And what you're seeing here, actually, it's an ongoing process, but we're constantly, especially when we first get there, we have to learn everything because dealerships have different website platforms, all that. But we have to go in, do a lot of constant whether it's SEO tweaking or the website itself. But we went from 40 to 53 in May, and then 86 website leads the month of June. And as you can see, this is the type of lead generation that our client hasn't had since 2016. And when you look, I mean, you go, well, he was doing well through here. And here's the thing. This shows you what the market was doing. And what the Harvesters group, the system that we have created and perfected, we don't let the market control us. We control the market. I'll say that again. We don't let the market control our clients, whether they're successful or not. We control that aspect in creating all of these leads. So to dispel the myth that, yeah, the car business is just slow right now, no, the car business is never slow. Whether it's around you or wherever you're at, there's thousands of people buying thousands of cars every month. And we're going to show you how to continually, month after month, unless there's a huge recession or something like that, month after month, to have incredible months. And so if you ask the question, so what was his benefit? Well, first, before just a quick phone call with my client, before we ever went to work for him, he had already cut it was $7,000 or $8,000 in his budget. Since he's cut thousands more, but in May, for both of his dealerships, service departments, he said they had record-breaking profits dating back to the recession of '07 and '08. This is for both of his service departments. He said if I actually look back through all of it, he said it probably broke all of our records back to their over 20-year tenure. Now for sales, right here, June, it was awesome. It was the first time in forever that he actually beat his crosstown rival in new car sales, and he was elated. I'm so happy for him too. But he told me, he said, when I asked him, I said, well, how long's it been? He said, it's been so long I can't remember. He said, but I can tell you in our tenure, it's just been a handful of times. And what you're looking at, you guys, it's like I said, we just feel blessed to have this knowledge and expertise, but just to go in and help dealerships to really take back control of their business is awesome. It brings us a lot of joy. And one thing I want you to really take from this and to understand, you guys, is that we were able to help do this in 90 days. In 90 days, they had record-breaking gross profit success in both of their service departments, and they beat their crosstown rival for the first time in years. It took us 90 days. Yes, that is how powerful our system is. And by the way, we've named this. It's called an invisible lead generating and car selling machine. So it's just been awesome. One more thing I'm going to show you real quick, then I'll let you get back to work. This is another one of his sites. This is solely organic traffic and visitors. You can see in June, it was the best he had ever done. We're going to destroy this in July. The numbers already tell us. But then when you go up and kind of just look at all the data, it's awesome. There's one specific thing I want to point out, but increase in organic visits, hours and direction up almost 50%. The importance here, if people are clicking, your hours and direction, it means they don't know where you're at. And what this shows is that we've done a really good job at reaching out through Google search or whatever the search engine, reaching out a long way to people who were unaware of my client. VDP views, there's a humongous, we have a secret that no one knows. This is so awesome. Up 40% on VDP views. His organic email leads for this site up 32%. Page views we really don't even care about. But this is it. Business listing phone calls up 86.8%, and that's what I wanted you guys to see. And it'll make sense how he had all this record-breaking success. The first quarter he had 895. We almost doubled that. And so could you imagine having an extra 270 phone calls a month coming into your dealership? 270. Could you imagine that? And his overall numbers, I can tell you, because the market itself had slowed in the second quarter, but the overall number, they had about 5,000 less website visitors when you combine their three websites. And we were able to and even though they had 5,000, we were able to generate them exactly 499 more leads. Do you see why he was able to go in and start cutting budget by the thousands? We have a client after our 15-minute phone call in May who instantly cut about $7,000 or $8,000 in budget. We went back over about 3 weeks ago, sat down with him for 2 hours and cut over $10,000 more in his ad spending budget. Just in the past couple months, we've been able to help him cut somewhere around $17,000 or $18,000 a month in ad spending budget. And so anyway, thank you for your time today. Right now, if you would, and I don't care if you're an owner, a GM, a sales manager, or a salesman, click right here and just fill out a quick form. We are not going to bug you to death. Fill out a quick form saying, basically you're saying, yeah, send me our lead generation video. And what we're going to do, we're going to send your dealership your own basically lead generation and car selling video. We're going to show you how kind of step by step how we go through and do this for our clients, and how we can most definitely do it for you. And by the way, we guarantee it. We have a guarantee on this. So just click right here right now. Go in a quick fill it out, less than 60 seconds. And by the way, we're very particular as to who we send our information to, and so we're going to make sure you are who you say you are. We don't have to call you. We can go on your dealership's website and verify that, but we're going to send you your dealership's video. We're also going to send you a email template that we use, that we've created, that is generating tons of ROs and car sales for our clients as well. So there's a lot of secrets in there as well that we're going to send you. And but anyway, I appreciate your time today. Once again, my name is Joshua Vickery with the Harvesters Group, and we look forward to seeing you soon.